Hello, my name is Meg and you are watching my October vlog series here on my YouTube channel, and I have something really adorable to share with you today. So back in June, when I last sat down to do one of my sit-down kind of knitting vlog style videos, I had a very special guest, and that was a little duckling. I actually have 3 ducks, and yes, they are ducks now. They are full grown. They're absolutely huge. I feel like I'm spoiling it. But yeah, so they were just the sweetest, cutest little ducklings, and they are still very sweet, but they are not small even a little bit. So let's go feed the ducks. Hello, babies. What are you guys doing today? There's the cuties.
Big.
I know. She's like, that was rude.
She's bigger than Jim.
She is bigger than Jim. Here.
She's got treats.
More words?
Okay.
My big girl. Peace.
Luca. Stop eating. Luca, stop eating the duck food. This is Luca. Come on, get out of there.
Luca.
Oh.
So what did you think of the ducks? Were you surprised that they were that big? They really are so big. So this is our second set of ducks. Our first flock, unfortunately, we lost them to a fox. So these are 3 females, and before we had 1 male and 2 females. And we keep saying that our 1 female is so big. And I swear she is bigger than the male in our last flock. She is just ginormous. But they are just so sweet. I love them. They're just so cute. I feel like they're just a lot more tame than the last ducks that we had. We were very aggressive in our hand rearing of these ducks. So, you know, you can probably see in the video that, you know, as you approach them, they run away. They're prey animals, but as soon as they know that you have a treat, they are all about it, and they will come right back up to you, and they will kind of let me pick them up, but not really. So anyway, I love them so much. So now I am downstairs in my dye studio. So today is Thursday. I don't know the date. Dates escape me today. But it is Thursday. It is Thursday evening. So yeah, so I had a really nice time. I spent some time with the ducks, and tonight we are actually expecting our first frost, and I can't believe it because I want to say it's like October 8th. Okay, now I need to look. It's October 9th. I was close. So we are into our second week of October, because if it's October, what did I say? It was the 9th? Oh my God, I'm so tired. I had a day at work, that's all I have to say. So I am so mentally done. But yeah, so we are officially into our second week of October. You know, just in the sense that we're past, you know, like day 7 of October. And the fact that we have not had a frost yet is just wild. So, you know, I'm not really 100% sure that we're going to have a frost, but, you know, they were definitely kind of warning about it, and it seemed, you know, more certain than not. And so I have a lot of basil. I love basil. I love pesto. So I had quite a few basil plants, 2 like big barrels of basil. So I wanted to cut them down to harvest just every leaf that I possibly could before I could potentially lose it. And then to also pick as many tomatoes as I possibly could to, again, just assuming we're gonna kind of lose everything tonight that might still be hanging out there. So I did that and I washed it, and I haven't made the pesto yet, but I did that harvesting, and I don't know, it's always bittersweet. It's like, you know, the garden's done, so, you know, no more like garden chores, I guess, but that's, the herb garden's not a chore. It's just like fresh herbs all summer long. And so I do, for my pesto, I do like, there's so much of it. Just the volume of basil that I was able to harvest was, you know, like a giant like pasta colander. I had 2 large colanders worth of leaves. So, so I will make like as much pesto as I can out of that, and I will freeze it. And I have these like silicone ice cube trays, but they're like large ice cubes. I think they're meant to be like for like whiskey, you know, like, so like they're like the big square ice cubes. And so I freeze them in that, and it's kind of that perfect size to, you know, then when I am gonna make something like some pesto chicken or some pasta or something, it's like the perfect little increment of, you know, if it's just me, I just need 1. If it's 2, you know, I just need to thaw 2 cubes. And yeah, and so I'll use that pesto all winter long. So I've been kind of freezing, like as I've been trimming my basil, I've been making extra pesto and freezing it all summer. And so this will obviously, I have no idea what that was, but something big just fell. I don't hear my dogs barking. I'm actually kind of concerned that my dogs aren't barking, because usually when there's like a loud noise, I have kind of I have like a reactive dog. So normally when there's like a large noise like that, like he will. Okay, I hear footsteps. Okay. So, oh my gosh, I have no idea what I was talking about now. So I just heard like a very like loud noise. I got like very nervous, but I don't know what that was. But it was weird that so I have like kind of a reactive dog, and he didn't bark at that noise. So no idea what that was, but anyway, so yeah, so anytime that like I just need to cut back my plants, because I like to trim them, you know, so that they get nice and bushy and big. So a lot of times I'm making pesto, like even when I don't want to plan to eat the pesto, and so I have so much frozen pesto anyway. So right now I am down here just getting some work done. I'm just scanning up some of the yarn that I had dyed over the weekend. I like to get everything a good dry time. So all of this, when did I wash this? I either washed this Sunday or Monday. I feel like time is just, I don't know what's happening with me. Time is just like away. But I know that I did not wash it Tuesday or Wednesday. So I definitely like to give it at a minimum 3 full days on the drying rack with the fan going on it, just to make sure that everything is good and fully dry. But I'm pretty sure that this has been drying since Sunday. But it's definitely dry. Definitely very fully dry. So I'm just scanning everything up. All of this yarn is for, actually some of it is for my shop. Most of it is for some wholesale orders. This is for wholesale order. This is some Finger Lakes grape pie. So yarn shop ordered some of this, and so I got to ship that out. And that same shop ordered a whole bunch of Buffalo Bills yarn. So I'm also going to skein that up as well. Yeah, so that's really what I'm working on. I know when I was down here on Tuesday, I started to work on the fiber that I had dyed over the weekend as well, because I really want to photograph that, just because those were all new recipes, so I don't have pictures of like what those recipes look like, because those are all brand new. So even though that fiber is not going into my own shop, it's going to a yarn store, I do want to like photograph it, just so that I have that like for my own records. So I don't know if I'll get to that tonight, but maybe I'll try to at least get like one color done tonight, because I do need to divide and braid up all of that fiber as well. And I was hoping to ship it tomorrow, but worst case is that I will get to that tomorrow night, and then I can take it to the post office on Saturday. Always work to be done, and I'm just getting so excited for Rhinebeck, or New York State Sheep and Wool. So Rhinebeck is the town, but New York State Sheep and Wool is the actual event, and I'm getting so excited. Still have not finished my sweater, but I'm getting very close. I am like more than 2/3 of the way through the sleeve, so I'm very confident that I can finish it, which is great, great, great. And oh gosh, I'm getting really warm. Hold on. I say work hard and you get warm. So I just looked up the weather yesterday. I didn't look again today, so hopefully it hasn't changed since yesterday. But as of yesterday, the 10-day forecast was showing just absolute perfect weather, like perfect sweater weather. It was showing a high temperature depending on, so I was looking at the Thursday through Monday, because those are the days that I'm going, and it was showing a mix of between a high of 61 and 65 depending on the day, and partly sunny, and there wasn't a single day that had more than a 15% chance of rain. So I feel like that kind of low to mid 60s with some sun but not a blaring sun, and hopefully no rain. Like, could you not ask for just better weather? I mean, that is perfect sweater weather. That's where you can wear your sweater and be super cozy, and maybe wear a shawl and some other accessories, but not be so crazy warm. Yeah, because sometimes like it's so cold that like, you know, you have to wear a coat, and then it's like, okay, well, you have this gorgeous sweater on, but no one can see it because you're wearing a coat. And then like some of the previous years, it's been so warm that, you know, it's just silly. It's at least during like the midday where it's like full sun and literally almost 80 degrees. It was like high 70s and sunny last year, and it was just painful to wear a full wool sweater. So I'm very confident that this year is going to be just that immaculate, perfect sweater weather. So I'm very excited with that. I hope that the weather doesn't change too much. It definitely looks like it's going to be very cool, like in the morning and in the evening. So if you are planning your packing, like definitely still want to bring coats and hat and probably even some like mittens and all that, because the evening and mornings are, I think, going to be very chilly, which that is normal for fall, that the temperature, even though it's been so warm here in the fall, because I am in Western New York, even though it has been so warm all of September and October, the temperature extremes have just, they've been extreme. Like it still has been very cold overnight and in the morning, and then it'll get up to 75 degrees. So crazy. So I'm going to just keep doing this. This is my Thursday. I say usually Thursdays, typically on a Thursday. So if I wasn't going away next week, and then also I'm hosting a little family thing this weekend because it was my mother's birthday last weekend, and so we are having a birthday party for her this weekend. So I'm hosting that. So normally Thursdays is kind of when I'm ramping back up for, you know, a weekend of dyeing. So I've mentioned before that I work during the day, I work full time. And so I get most of my dyeing done towards the end of the week going into the weekend, and then this kind of prep work happens in the evening. So usually Thursdays, I'm either prepping to get ready to dye for the weekend, or sometimes I do start dyeing. Because then I am almost always dyeing either Saturday. I try to only dye on Saturdays because I like to have like a day where I'm just not working. But you know, this is the busy season for yarn, so usually in the summer I can get away with that. But probably now until Christmas, especially because I'm taking this full weekend off and next full weekend off. So probably after this, I will not be able to get away with that. Probably until after Christmas. But that's okay. But yeah, so I work through the weekends and then use my evenings to wash and skein and tag and ship orders. I shipped some orders out before I came down here tonight. Well, I mean, I didn't physically ship them because the post office is closed, but I have them packed and ready to take to the post office tomorrow. Yeah, so that's just kind of my workflow in a nutshell, in case you wanted to know. And I just really enjoy it. I enjoy being busy, and I enjoy especially being busy like doing useful stuff. So I'm not, it's funny, like, except for my basil, because I love basil, I'm not really like a big gardener, but I kind of liken it to, you know, perhaps somebody like who is a big gardener. Like, you know, it's very labor intensive, it's very busy, but like it's productive. And you know, and I mean, that's how this is. It's like this is my second job. It literally is my second job. I just have so much passion with my business, and how far I've built it since, oh my gosh, since 2017. So yeah, and it really just fulfills me. So yes. All that to say, like, you know, when I say, oh, you know, I'm doing all this work, it's I don't know, it's weird, but like I enjoy it. I love touching yarn too, and I always like to think about where the yarn's gonna go. Okay, now I'm like rambling like a weirdo. So with that, I will sign off for the night. And if I haven't introduced myself yet for this episode, my name is Meg, and I am the yarn dyer behind Megs & Co. Thank you so much for stopping over to my channel. I would love for you to like this video and then subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And I hope to see you in the next video. So this is just a little October long vlog series that I'm doing to just kind of jump back into things, into the season. I took a nice step back from YouTube and whatnot for this summer so that I could take a proper summer vacation and just be outside and whatnot. So I thought this would be just such a fun way of, you know, kind of slowly reintroducing myself and getting back into the groove of things, and especially because October is Rhinebeck. So yeah, so especially next week you can join me on my excursion. I will be driving down to Rhinebeck on Thursday. I am going to the Woolen Folk. There's like I am going to the Woolen Affair. There's like a dinner party, pre-party. So I'm driving down on Thursday, and there is at a Woolen Affair, there is like a little pre-party event that I plan to go to. So I'm excited for that. And then Friday, I have tickets for India Entangled. And then I do have tickets for a Woolen Affair. I am kind of debating seeing if I can offload those tickets and swapping them for the Cake Palooza, only because like if I'm going on Thursday, do I need to go on Friday? But I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, and then I definitely plan to be at New York State Sheep and Wool both Saturday and Sunday. I am planning a meetup on the Hill, especially for Rochester locals and especially for you, and I will have mini skeins to hand out. If you ask me about my mini skeins, I was dyeing those in a previous video, so I'm really excited for that as well. If you're on my email list, I will be sending out more specific details about that. And yeah, and then I come home on Monday. So, and I do plan to vlog as much as I possibly can. I feel like I always get like so busy and so tired, but I am going to make every effort to vlog as much as I possibly can. So I'm super excited for that, and I really hope that you join me along. And if you're going, let me know in the comments, because I really want to try to see you there. So yeah, let's connect. All right, I have a little bit more skein to do, and then I think I'm ready for dinner. So signing off.